it feels real good. I always wanted to be to the point where when you're an adult, that's one thing. Then you can say, yo, man, I'm an adult. When you're taking care of your own stuff, that's another thing. Like, look, I'm an adult. I got all my stuff. I'm taking care of my own. When you're on your own and you don't depend on anybody else, that is another thing. Now it's like, okay, listen, I'm going to talk to you guys and I'm going to spit my rhetoric because I think it can help you. No bullshit, because it helped me. And I like the way that I'm feeling right now. So let me share to you the ways that I was thinking as I was going through this process. If you were a leader of men, I don't care what position you were, when I envisioned a better version of myself, I didn't envision the same weak person I was at that present moment when I was envisioning the better version of myself. So you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
That person and that newer person didn't settle for the bullshit that the old person settled for. That was the whole point of being a better version and thinking about a better version. That was the whole point. You know, the better version of myself, I didn't think about him having issues that I have now. So there you go. So if I get to that person and I get to that point and I still have the same issues I had now that I'm not that other person anymore, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? You still treat me like the old me.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, yeah. That doesn't seem like it's fair.
I'm growing.
Right.
I'm growing.
That just doesn't seem like it's fair. And let's just call it, like, without being mean, let's just say I just want you to be fair. I just want you to be fair. You know, give me a brand new appraisal. Give me a brand new appraisal, and I need you to start treating me accordingly. That's all I'm saying. Let's do a whole brand new appraisal. Let's find out what the comps are, and I need you to start adjusting your attitude accordingly.
Yep.
Bottom line.
Because you'll be left behind.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all. Especially when you know what you're worth. Because you're looking at the comps. You're looking at the comps. You know what the comps look like. You know what the comps are doing. You know how the comps are moving. That's it. That's it. Jess, I was telling people why everybody was getting tips, I was getting real tips.
I saw that video.
Well, everybody was getting tips. I had somebody hit me up that actually know exactly what I was talking about. He was one of the people I got tips from. And he know that shit is true. So I'm like, yeah. And once I started turning down $20 tips. I remember I cut somebody's wood. I didn't need the money. It wasn't about the $20. I just cut it. I thought we was having a good conversation. This was a genuine. It was more for me to have him know that he just had a genuine transaction or a genuine interaction with someone than it was for him to feel like, okay, I gave him a tip, and that's what all that was for. He was working and doing all that for a tip. And I'm very like, I guess, like naive to that, because I think that that's what people are expressing to me sometimes when I'm out in public. But they're not genuine. You doing all this for a tip. You understand what I'm saying? I do my stuff. Mm-hmm. I do the stuff I do because I always thought, like, when it comes outside of your profession, if your profession is to get a tip, that's something different. But I always thought, like, tips, it's like, that's not where I'm thinking. I'm not thinking tips. You know, tips is not going to get me financially savvy. I'm not thinking tips. So I was never thinking tips. You know, I was thinking about giving tips, but I was never thinking about receiving tips for little small stuff, gestures of kindness. You know, this is not a job. You know, you helped me put a couple pieces of sheetrock. You know, damn. Oh, I didn't know it's for a tip. Like, whoa, come on, bro. Don't you work here? Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Now I see how it feels being on the other end. Like, damn, bro, I'm good, man. Yeah, I don't carry cash on me like that. You know the tip you could get right now? You can get an advice on how to be financially free, financially independent, let's say. You can get advice right now on how to do that, but you want $5. Nah.
$5.
$10. Somebody would say, well, that's somebody's lunch, but yo, there's the whole thing then. You rather have a fish now or you rather learn how to fish? Me, I obviously would rather learn how to fish. I obviously have that personality where it's like, yo, I'd rather learn how to fish. You know? That's why none of the working thing didn't work for me at all. Because everywhere I went, I always wanted to find out who's the top dog and how long would it take for me to be better than him. And it wasn't nothing personal. It's just that's my personality. How long would it take for me to be better than the best? Where's the best? Where is he? And let me see if there's something that I can replicate or do. Because I might be able to do it better. And in that case, I will become the best. And in that case, I should be anointed, awarded, and I shouldn't even have to raise my fucking hand. That's the way I always thought. But that's not the way shit works. So that's why I got to create an avenue for myself. Because that's what you call an entrepreneur spirit. Always had it. Where's the best? Show me where they at. If I want this bad enough, I'm going to take them out. Bottom line. I can't change that. Bro, the way I'm built, think about this shit. The way I'm built, I convinced myself, talk about confidence, right? And this is how you gotta shoot people's shit down when they try to fucking gaslight you and stuff. You gotta like show them how much confidence, how crazy you are with your confidence. I actually thought I could be a bodybuilder and I was actually going to competitions, bro. And I actually got 5th place in one of them. That's crazy. That's where my confidence is. So, if I say that I want to do it, I dare somebody, some naysayers, some haters. We can still be cool because my confidence is going to overpower your hate. And anything negative you got to say, my confidence is going to overpower it times 10. You're going to be so pissed off, you're not even going to bring that shit up no more. I will kill your hate with confidence. Easy. I dare you. Get in the comments with some bullshit. I'ma kill it with confidence. So superb. That's what I believe in myself. So superb. I can't help it. If I decide I want it, it's almost like mine. That's how I feel. And that's the confidence I have. I want somebody to tell me, I don't think you could do this. I'm just gonna say, respectfully, I respect your opinion. But because this is one of the things that I want, it's just like, when it comes to this type of stuff, I just get everything that I want. I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to just believe in myself here. I get what you're saying. And I get what you're thinking and how you're thinking about ordinary people when it comes to certain things. I get it. But, I'm just going to take my chances here, bro. I appreciate you. And any chance you get, if you got something opposing to say about any of my views, respectfully, I'm going to kill it with the confidence that I have. And I should be able to. So that's my challenge to the next person. No, we can remain cool. We can remain tight. But you're going to have to deal with the overconfidence and the confidence that I have. That's what I'm going to have. That's what you're going to have to deal with. So while you gaslight me, you're going to have to deal with the confidence. Like, damn, bro, this dude just think he can do everything. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. I decided so. Exactly. Now you get it. Now you get it. If I decided exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This is fun, Jess. This is fun. So many people need to hear this type of shit, bro. Because they're underneath people that are not strong, bro. Seriously, you know what's crazy? As I watch, because I get a chance to watch a little television now. I feel like this type of life right here is sort of like I'm getting some of the stuff I didn't get before. So I'm watching television. I watch The Office, right? And I watch the character, Michael, the main character there. And I see how, because he's an asshole, check this out. But I see how people who are in high positions can watch this show when it was like, at the time it was big, and think that type of behavior is cool and acceptable and stuff, and think they're cool with it. You know what I mean? Because that person is like, they remind them of them, like, oh, that's me. You understand? But if that person, for example, if that person at that job in the office were to be my boss, I would have been left the job. You would have been left the job. Are you kidding me? It don't work that way, bro. Like, it don't work that way. I'm sorry. It don't work. It never worked that way for me. Like, I was always, I would say, a naturally disagreeable person. Because I wanted to see you do that shit for real. Like, I hear what you're saying, but until I see you actually doing it, then I'm sorry, but I'm not believing that shit. I was stubborn as a kid. You couldn't tell me about God unless I seen him. I'm sorry. Because everybody I see going to church is doing the exact opposite when they leave church. I'm sorry. Yep. I need to see this God and this Jesus that you are talking about. Everybody I see with the big hats and everything, all of them are a bunch of narcissists and rude people outside of church. That's all I witnessed growing up. So I was good. And I couldn't believe it. And then as I grew up, I realized that slaves were forced to have that religion. I'm out. I'm going to have to do this thing and figure this thing out myself.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure this thing out myself. You know, it feels real good. I always wanted to be to the point where when you're an adult, that's one thing. Then you can say, yo, man, I'm an adult. When you're taking care of your own stuff, that's another thing. Like, look, I'm an adult. I got all my stuff. I'm taking care of my own. When you're on your own and you don't depend on anybody else, that is another thing. Now it's like, okay, listen, I'm going to talk to you guys and I'm going to spit my rhetoric because I think it can help you. No bullshit, because it helped me. And I like the way that I'm feeling right now. So let me share to you the ways that I was thinking as I was going through this process. If you were a leader of men, I don't care what position you were, I needed to see that congruency no matter what. I secretly watched you and I wanted to see the congruency. When I didn't see the congruency and I didn't see like there was a big difference between you and the next person, this was a real funky situation for me and I knew I wouldn't survive. And I was terrified and anxious the whole fucking time. I didn't know what I was going to do because I was not going to conform and listen to somebody. I grew up with soldiers taking people out. I was not about to listen to weakness. I'm sorry. I could never conform to it. Never. I feel saved by the position I'm in, bro. Saved. That's why I say, bro, I know you tell me about, yo, it wasn't luck. You put prime time and effort. I get it. But I'm telling you, yo, it was a little bit of luck involved, bro, because I feel saved. It was killing me. I grew up listening to soldiers raised by real serious people that did exactly what they said they was going to do. You know, if they said they was going to fuck you up, best believe an ass whooping was coming.
Believe that.
You know? That's all I'm saying, man. I just like giving it aggressive. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of people that can give it to you the soft way. And that's want to articulate it in the right way, man. Because like I said, it's just being aggressive. And I just like the idea of overpowering a lot of the naysayers with your confidence. That's all. And it can still be done in a respectful way. And you guys can maintain your friendship. Because every time they throw some hate or shade, you throw your confidence. I don't care who it is. It could be me. I won't throw hate, but I'll throw some like, I don't know, Jesse. You can tell me, look, bro, this is how I feel. Boom, boom, boom. You know, when I hear it, I can be like, all right, yo, cool. I get this shit. I know what it's like betting on yourself. I get it. I know what it's like. I do it too. And you can do it too. Punching hell in the shoe.
Yep.
That's all, man.
Bet on yourself, dog.
Yeah.
That's a different level of confidence, man.
Yeah. You betting on yourself. You can tell somebody, like, yo, I know this shit sound crazy.
When you bet on yourself, that makes you a narcissist.
Well,
when you bet on yourself, it's gonna make you a narcissist. From what people say narcissists are. Right.
I mean, and narcissism is, you got to be on a spectrum, right? So I wouldn't say that's real deep on the spectrum. Like I'm not infecting anybody with that type of behavior. All I'm saying is that I get what you're saying, but the confidence that I have in myself is going to override that opinion that you gave me. And I'm assuming you gave it to me because you care about me. But I'm still going to override it with my confidence because I think I can do this. So let me go ahead and go about doing this. That's all I'm saying. And as long as you don't physically do anything to stop me from doing it, we're good. You can try to manipulate, you can try to gaslight, because all I'm saying is if you do that, all that should do is strengthen my argument and my confidence against all of the gaslighting and manipulation. That's all I'm saying. I believe that I can do it because I have massive confidence in myself. And here's why. A, B, C, D. I did this in the past It took me this long. I thought about it. It came true. Boom. That's how you develop confidence, because there's things you did that you thought about before it happened and it actually came true. So you said, okay, that's a point for me. That's a point for my confidence. So boom. All right, yeah, this shit does work. So yeah, I have massive confidence against naysayers and haters. And that's why they pretty much stay away from me. They stay away from me. You can do it. It looks something like this, right? Because I could be crazy, right? It looks something like this. I can tell you, Jess, I haven't taken a shot in a whole fucking year for basketball. I could take a shot from half court and say, Jess, I bet you $20, $40 I make this shit. Right? And I swear, maybe right before I released it and I realized it ain't gonna go in, I'm telling you, I thought I was gonna make the shit. I ain't take one in years. But that's the type of confidence that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's scary.
Yeah,
right. But if you win off of that, oh my God, the winning is crazy. So imagine, I mean, chances are I'll miss the shot, right? So that's easy to imagine. Like, Ronald, you missed a shot, right? But imagine that same scenario and I make the shot. What do you think my next risk is going to be? It's going to be even more. Yeah.